Do you ever feel like you're standing in a room with 100 different doors, but you're so afraid of picking the wrong one that you never open any of them? We live in a world that tells us that more is always better. We want more options, more paths, and more choices. But here is a secret that the most successful people understand. Too many choices do not give you freedom. They give you a prison of doubt. When you try to go in every direction at once, you end up going nowhere at all. You are not stuck because you lack a path. You are stuck because you are trying to walk all of them at the same time. Imagine a young man named Vedant. He was a sailor, but he was lost in the middle of a vast and dark ocean. His boat was strong and the wind was fair, but Vedant was drifting. The sky above was filled with thousands of bright stars, and on the horizon, he could see the flickering lights of many different shores. Some lights were bright and golden, while others were soft and blue. Every time Vedant turned his boat toward one light, another one seemed more beautiful or more promising. He would change his direction, then change it again, and then again. He spent his days and nights turning the heavy wooden wheel, but the shore never got any closer. He was moving, but he was not arriving. This internal struggle was a heavy weight on his mind. It is a psychological trap we all fall into in our modern lives. When the human brain sees too many options, it becomes overwhelmed and begins to shut down. This is what experts call choice paralysis. Vedant was exhausted, not from the hard work of sailing, but from the mental pain of deciding. He felt like he was drowning in information and possibilities. He was looking for the perfect choice, but in looking for perfection, he was losing his life to the waves. His boat was spinning in circles, and the dark water felt like it was closing in on him because he could not make up his mind. One night, as the waves grew rough and the fog rolled in, an old navigator appeared on the deck. The old man was not looking at the many lights on the distant horizon. He was looking at only one single point in the sky. He told Vedant that if he continued to follow every light he saw, his boat would eventually hit the hidden rocks beneath the water and sink. He gave Vedant a simple but very difficult task. He told him to pick just one star in the sky and to keep his eyes fixed on it for the rest of the journey. He told him he must ignore every other bright light, every other star, and every other promise of a shore. He had to choose one path and let all the others fade into the darkness.
The old navigator spoke with a voice that was as deep as the sea. He said that if you follow the shifting lights of the world, you will be lost forever. In nature, a river only reaches the ocean because it stays between two banks. If the water tried to spread across the whole world at once, it would simply turn into a shallow puddle and disappear under the sun. To reach your destination, you must have the courage to say no to 1,000 good things so that you can say yes to the one great thing. Focus is not just about what you do. It is about what you choose to ignore. Clarity is not something you find. It is something you create by cutting away the noise. Vedant gripped the wheel and turned his back on the flickering lights of the horizon. He looked only at the steady, white light of the star he had chosen. As he did this,
the chaos in his mind began to vanish. For the first time in weeks, his boat moved in a straight and powerful line. He realized that his problem was never the ocean or the wind. His problem, in our fast-paced world of 2026, we are bombarded with news, social media, and endless career paths. The secret to a peaceful and successful life is the rule of 3. Every morning, look at your life and pick only 3 priorities for the day. Ignore everything else until those 3 are finished. By limiting your choices, you regain your power and your speed. In this modern age of constant information, the filter is much more important than the source. We are not suffering because we lack opportunities. We are suffering because we lack the focus to choose one. If you are drifting today, stop looking at all the lights on the horizon. Pick your star and trust your compass. You do not need to see the whole journey to take the first step in the right direction. Success is not about doing everything. It is about doing the one thing that matters most. Follow your star, and the shore will find you.